Hi, I'm Elizabeth, and today we're going to take a look at how to get started with Xero. Xero is an all-in-one financial management tool that helps small business owners manage their money without the hassle of traditional desktop software or complex spreadsheets. Xero is designed to save small business owners time and reduce errors by automating the tedious parts of accounting. Let's take a look at how to get started. If you're not already on Xero, use the link below to sign up. As of time of filming, you can get 90% off for 6 months if you use this link. For our example today, we'll set up an account for Highlands Property Management, a small property management company with 3 rental properties. I'll also be using Xero's demo account to show you reporting and other features fully built out. Once you've signed up and entered all of your business details, you'll see your personalized dashboard. Before we dive in, I do want to point out that you can have multiple businesses within your Xero account. Here you'll see that I have Highlands Property Management. There's also always going to be a default demo company so that you can explore the platform. And then you can add new organizations here. Each one will have its own dashboard. Think of your dashboard as a health check for your business. Once everything is connected, you'll get real-time insights into how your business is performing. You can also personalize your dashboard to make it more impactful for your business. A good place to get started is under your organizational settings. Here you can add organization details, including contact information, as well as your logo if you wish. You can also invite users and manage their permissions. This way, if you have a team, you can easily make sure that everybody has access to the same information. You can also connect your Xero account with other apps, like Etsy or HubSpot, making it easier to get business insights and connect your CRM data. You'll also need to adjust your financial settings, including your fiscal year, time zone, and tax defaults. This is important to do before you get started sending invoices or tracking your cash flow. Let's do a quick orientation of the navigation bar, which will help you to more easily navigate Xero. Under the Sales tab is where you'll send invoices, as well as track your products and services. You'll also be able to connect to popular payment processing services, like Stripe, Go Cardless, and PayPal. Make sure to do this before you start sending invoices. The next tab is Purchases, where you could track your purchase orders, track your expenses, as well as your suppliers. The Reporting tab is where you'll find commonly used reports, such as aged accounts payable and receivable reports, income statements, and tax reports. The Accounting tab is where you could view all of your bank accounts, your bank settings, and view your chart of accounts. The Contacts tab allows you to keep track of your customers and your suppliers, which includes organizing your contacts into custom groups for easy outreach. You can also view activity and payment histories for each contact. And lastly, in the Projects tab is Xero's project management and job costing tool, which helps track time, expenses, and costs against projects in order to help you manage profitability. 2 other helpful tools to point out. The first is the Quick Action tool, and this allows you to add a transaction at any time in only a few clicks. You also have Jax, which is Xero's AI assistant, and you can get guidance whenever you need it without having to navigate away from your screen. Now that we have a good lay of the land, we want to add or modify accounts to reflect the property management workflow in our chart of accounts. Every time money comes in or goes out of your business, it needs a place to go, a category where it gets stored so you can understand your finances later. A good chart of accounts can help you properly track income and expenses and generate accurate reports. In property management, the chart of accounts becomes even more important because you're tracking rent for multiple properties, owner funds, tenant deposits, maintenance bills, and management fees. Depending on your business, you may be able to use the default accounts that Xero provides, but it's also easy to set up new ones. Some common ones for a property manager that I could add could include management fees or security deposits. For most retailers or service providers, you'll find that Xero has most of the accounts you need already created for you. Now I want to add each one of my properties under tracking categories. This is one of the most important steps for a property management company, so that you can appropriately track your profit and loss per property. First, you'll set the category name, and then list the different tracking options. In this case, the property addresses. If you were a retailer, maybe you would use this to track sales and expenses by location, or category, such as soft goods versus hard goods. Or if you have multiple service providers at a location, you could list each one separately. Next, I'll set up contacts for my tenants and vendors. I can create a contact for each renter and add the property name as a reference. I can even create invoices or statement templates per tenant. I can also add vendors and contractors here as well, making Xero Contacts my own CRM. Now let's walk through the first thing that most business owners do, creating an invoice. When you first get started, you'll set up your invoice template. This is where you add the details that your customers or renters will see every time you send an invoice. You'll notice that you're given an option to either create a one-time invoice or a recurring invoice. Setting up a recurring invoice if you run a property management company can be a tremendous time saver. However, if you're a retailer, you're most likely going to be sending out individual invoices. I'll deviate from our property management example for just a moment to show you where you would go to add your various products or services, making it easy for you to quickly add a new item when sending an invoice. And now when you're ready to send an invoice, all of your products or services will automatically populate. Depending on what payment methods you connect to, clients will have the option to pay your invoice immediately. You'll also be able to download a PDF version of each invoice that you send out, and you can easily keep track of all of the invoices you send under the Invoices tab. One of my favorite features of Xero is the automatic follow-ups, sent to your clients for unpaid and overdue invoices. Bills are inevitable, even if we dislike them. Luckily, Xero makes the process of tracking and paying them a bit smoother. You can manually enter your bills, or you can use the Upload Bills feature, which lets Xero create a draft bill for each file that you upload. You can also set up recurring bills, and in the case of Highlands Property Management, I can assign a specific property to each bill, making tracking my expenses per property easier. You could reconcile your books easily with Xero's automation tools. Once you connect your bank account, Xero will be able to match funds with invoices, making tracking and reconciliation simple. Xero will also suggest categorization of monies, and it also gets smarter over time as it begins to understand your unique spending patterns. Since many property management companies have separate bank accounts, I could set each one of those up, such as my primary operating bank account and another account for security deposits. Xero offers a lot of reporting, including customized dashboards and financial statements that can be used for accounting purposes and help provide you with vital information to grow your business. You could select reports you use most often as favorites. so that you can easily access them at the top of your reporting page at any time. You can also export all of your reports into multiple file formats. And if you want to share this information or anything else in your Xero account to a third party, such as an accountant, you can invite that user and then select what permissions they have for your account, making sharing easy. There are multiple plans depending on the size of your business and the type of support you need. And don't forget to use the link below for a special offer as of time of filming, 90% off for your first 6 months. For most micro businesses, the early plan is sufficient. And for small businesses, if you're looking to grow and scale, then the growing plan is right for you. And established is for larger, medium-sized businesses. No matter what plan you choose, you can always upgrade at any time. Whether you're a property management company, a service provider, or a retailer, Xero is a tremendously powerful tool at a low cost, making it an easy win for business owners. I hope you found this tutorial helpful in getting started with Xero. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more helpful tutorials like this for small businesses.